The recent events in Minneapolis have really made me think a lot about what I do here with this channel. And I needed to take a minute to just talk to whoever's willing to listen about my feelings and what I think about what's going on. First, I want to say I try to make this podcast about working class issues, not about right and left, although sometimes we veer into the political, but about things that should matter to every working class American. The recent events have bothered me. When Renee Good was murdered by ICE and she was murdered, I had a really hard time with that. I just kept thinking about her 6-year-old, trying to explain that. And then Alex Peretti. They were seemingly good people that were doing what I think was the right thing. The Trump administration sold undocumented workers to the American public as this horrible thing that had caused everyone's problems. They didn't mention the banking industry deregulations there. They didn't mention higher prices or the fact that COVID hurt all of us as undocumented workers. And he let his chief strategist, Stephen Miller, the kid in high school that got the shit kicked out of him or bullied or whatever his problem is, run this play like it was really going to do something. And anybody with half a brain knows trying to kick every undocumented worker out of this country is not a possibility, criminal or otherwise. It's just not going to happen. So you end up with the situation that we've just dealt with. It's shameful. I'm ashamed of my government. I didn't like George Bush Jr., but he still made me proud to be an American. After 9/11, when he made that speech on the rubble, I felt very patriotic. My president now doesn't do that for me. But I tell you what does. The people in Minneapolis do. They make me proud to be an American, and they give me hope. Even with the tragedies that have happened over the last month and the last year, seeing these people go to the streets and the temperatures that exist with the horrors that have happened, it is our obligation to protest. And the MAGA right can pretend like Alex having that gun or Renee being in her vehicle gives them right to do what they did, but it doesn't. It's honestly hilarious trying to blame guns. It's fascinating to me that they really tried to go down that road. And every law enforcement expert says you don't get in front of a vehicle. Of course, these guys are idiots that have no training, so wouldn't expect anything less but stupidity from ICE. It's up to us to defend this country. The current president, he doesn't care. It's not about accountability. It's not about right and wrong. It's about whatever makes him profit. And if the people in the room with him benefit from that, great. And if they don't, who gives a shit? It is our obligation to stand up against tyranny. Our country was founded on that. And it was founded on immigration. Look in the mirror to find the problem. Do you think some poor Hispanic guy that is starving in his own country and claws his way here for a better life really wants to take away from this country? They want to help build it. And by God, we owe them that. You want to stop immigration? Help fix their country. But it's not about that. And what I try to do with this channel I try to show that it's not about the thing they say it is. It's always about money. It's always about separating us. But they have to have a villain. And undocumented immigrants are their villain. Next time somebody says that that's the cause of all the troubles in this country, ask them about the deregulation of the banking industry in the 1980s and how that helped to lead to the financial crisis in the mid-2000s. Ask them about the deregulation of Wall Street. Ask them about dark money in politics. They don't like to talk about that. And Republican and Democrat here, I'm not just blaming MAGA right. Truly, I'm not. Democrats are just as responsible as anybody is. But this current White House is out of control. Stand up. Do what you know is right. Help support them in whatever way you can, even if that's just blasting somebody that posts some nonsense on Facebook. There are so many places you can give money to help support the people in Minneapolis and around the country. All you got to do is a quick Google search. This is what our country is about. It's about freedom of speech. It's about freedom to assemble. It's about the right to stand up to a dictator. Take that seriously. I am proud to be an American because of the people who are fighting against that right this moment in Minneapolis. God bless all of you. And God save the USA. Be safe, be productive, be well.